Follow James Rowland every Sunday at 7 p.m. for The Finish Line, where we discuss off-road, on-road, and sometimes next-to-the-road racing on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Erick Strickland.
Strickland for three! He's going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
A happy Thursday to you and yours from the On the Block room. I'm Austin Norman. To my left, your right, if you're watching on stream, Husker Hall of Famer, 9-year NBA vet, Erick Strickland. It's Thirsty Thursday. We got about 2 hours to make it through before Uncle Kev is in the building. And we're after our weekend because we got state baseball moving forward. So no show for us tomorrow. I'm sure we'll be filling between games. But yeah, no full traditional On the Block tomorrow. So this is the last official show of the week. Let's just dive right in here, Strick. Something going on this weekend. The NBA Draft Lottery taking place on Sunday. I can appreciate how the NBA has made this an event. It's in the middle of the playoffs, but still to carve out a day this year in Chicago to go over the draft lottery. The two teams with the worst records this past year, Detroit and Washington, they're at the top with 14% odds of landing the first pick. The other teams with a double-digit chance are Charlotte, Portland, and San Antonio. Toronto, Memphis, Utah, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Chicago, Houston, Sacramento, and Golden State also involved in the NBA draft lottery. But looking at those teams, Strick, that have the double-digit odds, so Detroit, Washington, Charlotte, Portland, and San Antonio, who in that group needs to win the NBA draft lottery the most?
Oh, wow. I think that's pretty tough. I would say if I was going to be a tinfoil hat guy.
What, you? No.
I would say this is a moment potentially where San Antonio pulls a rabbit out of the hat.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it either happens for them this way, and we've seen it before. We've seen how some crazy stuff has happened. I think some teams have missed the boat. You know, maybe was an opportunity was put in motion to include Detroit was one of them. Where they had a good little run. Philly just happened to be cursed. I don't know what was going on. It wasn't brotherly love in Philly for what was going on there. You know, Markelle Fultz all of a sudden loses his opportunity, his ability to shoot.
Yep.
Ben Simmons turns out to be Ben Bust, and Joel Embiid is now the new Anthony Davis. So, you got one, you got a good one in Maxey. You were able to find something, but the one thing they do got going for them, they got a lot of money. So when I look at this, I think the crazy situation would be San Antonio.
Before you go to the next one, if San Antonio gets it, it's not the best draft, not the best talent.
That's what I was saying.
Does San Antonio trade the number one pick?
I would trade it to get more assets so that I can put things around Wembanyama, because financially, Philly's in probably one of the best situations.
Sure.
Tobias Harris's money's gone. They got draft
shots in mid.
They were able to get some draft capital from Harden. Simmons is so all the heavyweight. Maxey's about to come on, but even Morey was kudos to him. He was able to sit down with Maxey, have a conversation, and not have get him to relinquish a little bit of the money so that it gives them an opportunity to go out and get something. So they've got an opportunity to land something and do something. But that's now I can't see it being Washington for some reason. I don't think it makes sense.
See, I think they need it the worst.
They need it.
Detroit's had chances. Portland's had chances. Charlotte's had chances.
That's why
Washington
I think it
hasn't
goes.
picked first since John Wall.
No, that's been a while. I think they need it. I think when we're talking about this topic, Austin, I agree with you. I think they need it, but I'm thinking about what the NBA would love to talk about, and I think they would love to talk about raising LaMelo Ball stock.
Brandon Miller is pretty darn good this year.
Hopefully getting him healthy,
mm-hmm.
putting something together, nice young core,
mm-hmm.
building that conversation
mm-hmm.
in the East. Young, up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you can have that division with Charlotte and Orlando on the come up. Miami's kind of a big franchise down there as well. If you can get a third team in that divisional race with known commodity Ball, if he stays healthy, and emerging Brandon Miller, might be talking about something tricky.
Yeah. So that's where I kind of my head goes, but I don't think they want to with how well. See, again, the referee stuff is starting to come up. Remember, I said this could be an issue for them, because what we did see here, we saw multiple transitions in the NBA right up to this point. One, you saw early in the season, the NBA allowed the stupidity of the game to get way out of whack. I think points per game averages was up in the 120-ish.
It's
115. It was like,
it's
I want to say
110.
No, now it is.
Yeah.
It was higher.
Oh,
it was
115
up
mm-hmm.
until the All-Star break.
Right.
I think it was like 115. 115 up until the All-Star break. People were scoring 70 points a freaking game. Fouls per shooting fouls per game were like in 17 range. Now it's down.
Mm-hmm.
So what was happening is people were very dissatisfied with what the product was being put on the court.
Yeah.
Refs then tighten up, but they were tightening up towards certain areas, big money,
mm-hmm.
And now we're starting to see that happen here with the New York situation. Obviously, some of the discrepancies there, because it's not sexy. In the East, it's going to be sexy to have with what you have coming up next year. You need to land a deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be sexy, but some reason they're cursed, because Brunson's now hurting. Ogianobi is hurting.
Josh Hart probably next.
You see what I'm saying? So now you're getting the hurt bug, even though you're up 2-0. I mean, it could possibly hurt you. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
NBA draft lottery will be Sunday. I believe that is it's afternoon. So 2:00 Central on ABC. Stay tuned. I'm sure we will have some sort of discussion on that when we're back on the air, right? State baseball will go through Wednesday. So we will do our best to update you on that as we can next week. We'll take a break. When we get back, Nikola Jokic, his third MVP in 4 years. Saw an interesting stat we've talked a lot about the next face of the NBA, domestic versus international. We're on a run of internationals, but it's happened before. Who was it before? What happened after that? Are we in for more of that in this current era of the NBA? We'll get to that. And then that discrepancy that Strick mentioned with the refs. Indiana sending in 78 calls over the first 2 games with New York for the league office to review. All that and more in hour 1 of On the Block as it continues next. Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker concrete, and Beatrice concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. I'm excited to announce that for the second straight year, 93.7 The Ticket will be bringing you Class A and B state baseball coverage from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. We kick things off on Friday morning from Warner at 9 a.m. with the number 1 seed in Class A, the Lincoln East Spartans, facing off against Millard North. Following the Spartans and Mustangs, it'll be the 4-seeded Millard South Patriots versus the 5-seed Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. On Saturday, we turn our attention to Class B as Lincoln Northwest appears in the state baseball tournament for the first time ever against number 1 seed Norris at 9 a.m. and Beatrice goes up against Waverly around 11:30 a.m. Join me from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field for these 4 games and much more, as they all can be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why, as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Sick of being upsold at gyms?
My guy, you're currently a base member? For $90 more, I can upgrade you to our Shred membership. For $130 more, you'll be a Swole member. And for just $300 more, you'll reach Sweat Platinum.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the upsell. Never pushy, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. It's fitness that fits your budget. Join Planet Fitness for just $1 down and $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, May 10th. See Home Club for details.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, expecting mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy too with a slight chance of showers this afternoon. See a high around 70. Tonight, a slight chance of showers early and mainly clear skies with a low around 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with an afternoon high around 76. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Keep summer green with Judson Baleen and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back here during On the Block, 93.7 The Ticket, ticketfm.com, brought to you by Nebco, right underneath me here on Stream, construction, real estate, and recreation. If you're looking to build, Nebco has it. Nebco's probably brought the supplies that help you build your projects. If you want to start your new career today, they're hiring all across the state. Check them out at nebcoinc.com. Stricky, Nikola Jokic, the Serbian sensation, 3 MVPs in the last 4 years. We talk about dynasties as teams, but Nikola Jokic is on a run of his own. Won it back-to-back years before Joel Embiid took it home during last season. We talked about it. Seemed questionable. Embiid had good stats. Jokic might have been more valuable. Jokic gets back on track with his 3rd MVP in 4 years. Not much of a surprise. It's maybe some weird timing with the Nuggets being down 2-0 to the Timberwolves. But there's really no doubt that, once again, Nikola Jokic proved he was the best player in the NBA this year.
I mean, dang near top 10 in most categories. His triple-double numbers, double-double numbers, at the position is just phenomenal, the domination that he's had. Now, listen, there'll be a lot of people that'll put a case out there, and I can understand that. The case for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I understand it. I can understand why you would put that in place. Some would say best team, but that's debatable too, because you're talking about same dang record. You know what I mean? One game determined whether or not they would have been 1 or 2, and that was like the last game?
Last day of the season.
Last day of the season. So you can't really say that, because for most of the year, Denver been pretty much at the top, maybe a little, every now and then OKC would sneak up there. But so that's where people would try to debate it and say best team, best player, averaged over 30, put the team, the leader, they felt that that's the case, because no one likes to have that kind of dominance in the MVP category, because then that begins, here's your boy, LeBron James tries. That's part of the thing that he wants to continue to maintain as a piece of the debate for being the greatest of all time. Right? And when someone like Jokic begins to come in, then you have a rising star in Ant Edwards now. And you have boys like, you have guys like your boy Nick Wright, who's frustrated, upset, and disappointed because the mentions is going towards the gold standard. The gold standard puts you in mind frame of the greatest. He's upset because the Ant references is not towards LeBron, and it's going towards Michael Jordan.
Right.
So this is where in this discussion, you're having an MVP now 3 or 4 years who, this is what it kills. One of the greatest things that LeBron brings is physicality and athleticism on a high level. What Luka, what Jokic and guys like that are showing you is that is because what they're saying about the new generation is it's one of the most skilled of all times. Wait a minute. Is it? Because some of the most athletic guys, the couch potato guys that you would think that would just be sitting on the sidelines that no one would pick if you're on the playground, there would be nobody that would pick Jokic. This is why he doesn't do well at All-Star games, because it's a bunch of crap. Like if they played the game the way you played the game, you probably dominate, right? They don't play the game.
No.
So that's killing the pundits' debate.
Because they don't look traditional, right? LeBron and MJ have that traditional athleticism. It's speed, it's power,
it's great.
It's strength.
Not even LeBron's graceful. LeBron's power.
He's got a little to him though. He's got a little grace.
When you saw, just go and look. LeBron to me is a brute with physicality, not really a crazy handle, pretty to the point, but can dominate you because of the way the game's being called, and that doesn't take away from his greatness. Super athletic now. You know, all of that, super athletic.
Super traditionally athletic, because
traditionally athletic.
What Luka does, what Harden does, even what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does, they decelerate so well. They change speeds, right?
Speeds.
LeBron's go. And
Yeah.
it's strength, it's shoulder down. He's got pretty good straight line speed. Luka, Shai, Joker, Harden aren't winning many foot races straight ahead. But what they can do is they can be going about as fast as you, slam on the brakes. Body control, deceleration. That's athleticism. It's just different than we've come to picture it.
So when you watch Jordan or Kobe, and now you're watching Ant, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing Ant put it together to where he does what he wants to, how he wants to, when he wants to, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's scary, because
that's superstar control.
Right. Because he changes pace, he gets you mid-range, he can hit you from deep. Have you seen his numbers? His
insane.
numbers in comparison to MJ, as far as from the mid-range to at the rim, his numbers at the rim are over 70%.
Yeah.
Finish rate at the rim for a guard.
That's Giannis Shaq level.
Right? Then 50 plus from mid.
Superstar shots.
And then from 3, 40 plus. MJ was about 38. Or I'm sorry, he was at 30, I want to say 34.
Yeah, mid-low 30s.
Like mid-low 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Those, and look, he can do it with a LeBron kind of style, because if he hits you with that shoulder, you see when he was doing a KCP? I mean, and he wasn't doing it with an off arm.
No.
He was just going boom. KCP was like, God dang. Like,
Not even
and
dipping.
he didn't move, not even dipping. Just boom, get off me. Fade off you. Then post you up, then give you work. Like, watch him. He's not shaky.
Too shaky.
Too shaky. He's not shaky.
What if I told you Nikola Jokic had the worst supporting cast of any MVP since 1984?
I wouldn't believe you.
Nikola Jokic is the only MVP since 1984 to
No All-Stars.
To not win an MVP with no All-Stars, no All-NBA, and no All-Defense selections on his team. Think about how good Jamal Murray's been. Turns it on in the postseason. Aaron Gordon, not a regular season All-Star. And then it's depth beyond that. Nikola Jokic is the only All-NBA player on his team. And he's won 3 of the last 4 MVPs. And I don't have the other names here. It's locked behind a paywall.
Yeah.
But the next closest guy had 3 All-Star teammates. Other than that, it was 3 All-Stars and an All-NBA. Then 5 All-Stars and 2 All-NBAs. Joker is literally the only player of his caliber on his team. And he's dominating like this across at least 75 games. I mean, he's been durable. He hasn't missed time. He's been the constant for Denver. And we think about Denver as this well-oiled machine in this team. And I think that makes up for some of the lack of another superstar alongside him, potentially.
To me, Austin, that's a great point. But to me, one other thing it says, what's going on right now. This is true MVP stuff. They usually go with MVPs or defensive players of the year based on certain things, based on success or whatever. He's had that success, but he's also, as you just alluded to, there's no All-NBA. See, this is why when you talk about, everybody starts to even in the GOAT debate, when you're talking about that, MJ, just go look at the playoff numbers of his team. And yeah, Scotty and all that, but just go look at the numbers of what it was like when it really mattered. Scotty, I think at his peak, only averaged 17 points at its highest, never over 20, winning championships. So they're always saying, but go just do the same. All I'm gonna say is, if you're a LeBron fan, just go look at the playoff numbers for him and who he's played with and what his teammates did compared to what MJ in winning 6 straight, and his teammates did.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point in time, at best, I think the best one was when Kukoc maybe averaged 12 or 13 or something.
Ooh,
and then
scary.
Scotty was like at 17, and then Mike was in upper 20s, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Winning championships.
Yeah.
So, however you may feel about it, I think that's something. But to me, Joker, that's the importance of what an MVP is. This is why Giannis, I thought, won it. When he deservedly so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he
went back to
basically
back.
carried him on his shoulders and took him to a championship in one year. Now, I think if Giannis was getting the same calls that LeBron gets, I think they would have been better.
Sure.
And not injured.
Right.
But if he was getting the benefits I think if he was even getting the benefits that Embiid gets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think he does.
That's fair. I'm glad you brought up those two guys, because here's another interesting thing as we end off this debate. You just named the last 3 MVPs. Jokic 3 out of 4, the Embiid interruption, and then Giannis went back-to-back in 1920. Before Giannis, Strick.
Pause. In 19 what?
In 19 and 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said 1920.
No. Before Giannis, who was the previous foreign-born MVP? Before Giannis.
Who was the previous what?
The last foreigner to win MVP before Giannis.
LeBron was one of them.
But not foreign.
Oh, foreign?
You're looking for the foreign.
Dirk.
It was Dirk in 2007. Before Dirk, who was it?
Steve Nash.
Steve. Okay. Before Steve, who was it?
Foreign?
Yes.
Olajuwon.
Tim Duncan.
Ha!
Before Tim
That's
Duncan.
Right, he's from the Bahamas.
Before Tim Duncan, it's Hakeem.
Yeah.
So Hakeem was the first foreign-born player to win MVP. So that's from 1956 to 2001. Only one foreign-born MVP. From 2002 to 2007, 5 of the 6 that you just mentioned with Duncan, Nash, and Dirk, foreign. 2008 to 2018, all domestic. And now we're on a run of 6 straight foreign. This goes in waves, which makes me wonder, when is Ant's time? Does he break that streak? Is he the next one to get MVP?
Ooh.
Or is it Luka's time? Or does Tatum make a leap? Does Spida Mitchell put up numbers if he ends up in a new location?
No.
Because
I think it's Tatum and Ant to watch.
I'm with you.
Maybe even Brunson.
But I think that was interesting to see that it took, 60 years for one, and then it was 5 out of 6, and then it was another streak of 10 in a row, and now it's 6 straight. So it is super cyclical in the NBA.
Good point.
Dating back throughout its history.
Good point. I think if some things don't change, that wave could be a longer streak towards the foreign than it is towards the American. What I mean by that is if things in the AAU cycle, the way we view, the way they work on their skill sets, the mentality, I think if the league doesn't embrace, the players don't embrace, whatever you want to call it, the Mamba mentality that Ant or whatever is bringing back to the league, if it's not embraced, I think the league is going to be hurt, because over the last decade or so, in the LeBron, the baby era, you know what I mean? It's gotten real cottonelle, and that's a name for something that you go into the drugstore, to the grocery store and pick up. Tissue paper, doo-doo brown.
Indeed.
Yeah. Soft. Got real soft for a minute.
It did.
Yeah.
We were going to talk some Knicks Pacers, but we got to hit a break and get to the shootout with Strick. Mark and Holland, Levi and Lincoln, you guys nailed it.
Buffalo Wings.
With the Dirk call. And then Strick, here's something we might have to talk about later. Maybe not this week, but in weeks to come. We mentioned the potential Americans that could win it. Don't forget Wemby's coming. So they got to get it before he reaches his prime, because it might be over then. Coach Ballins, appreciate you listening as well. I feel you on the Knicks Pacers stuff. let's play the shootout with Strick. Big thanks to Buffalo Wings and Rings for swinging through today. They dropped off some of their new wings for us to try here at the station. Delectable. The easiest way for you to get him, take down Strick. He's not the champ anymore. He's looking to climb back on that throne. Dave got him on Tuesday. It's your turn to win $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Call now, 402-464-5685. We'll wrap up hour one of On the Block with the shootout with Strick after this.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Celebrate the moms or special women in your life with the perfect gift from Riddle's Jewelry. Save up to 30% on our sparkling selection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Riddle's makes gift giving easy. Find the perfect pair of matching items totaling $500 or more, and you'll receive a free jewelry case as our gift to you. Riddle's Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Located inside Gateway Mall. What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer. Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. I'm excited to announce that for the second straight year, 93.7 The Ticket will be bringing you Class A and B state baseball coverage from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. We kick things off on Friday morning from Warner at 9 a.m. with the number one seed in Class A, the Lincoln East Spartans, facing off against Millard North. Following the Spartans and Mustangs, it'll be the 4-seeded Millard South Patriots versus the 5-seed Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. On Saturday, we turn our attention to Class B as Lincoln Northwest appears in the state baseball tournament for the first time ever against number one seed Norris at 9 a.m. and Beatrice goes up against Waverly around 11:30 a.m. Join me from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field for these 4 games and much more, as they all can be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
High schoolers, unleash your creativity and learn about potential careers in broadcasting at the Digital Expressions Media Camp. Have fun, make friends, and get hands-on experience with video and radio production June 9th through the 14th at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Scholarships are available from the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and spots are limited. Learn more at digitalexpressionscamp.com. That's digitalexpressionscamp.com.
It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now, 464-5685, to take your shot against Erick Strickland. Shootout with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Time to play the game. We have a contestant on the line. Mike, hold on for just a sec. Want to thank our friends at Buffalo Wings and Rings for sponsoring the segment. We play the game every Tuesday and Thursday here around 245, 250. Want to shout out Mike, the GM of Wings and Rings. I believe that's the 66th and O location that we're familiar with, right? We're out there for March Madness and Super Bowl. So if you're looking for a place to be around those events, we are out there. Appreciate them and their support. Brought by the new Southern Fried Wings. Stricky, I don't know if you had any, but those Southern Fried Wings, my goodness.
Bruh.
They hit.
Bruh. Yeah. It was right on point. I mean, nice, spice, not spice, but nice season to it, good crisp to it, not too crispy, but man, thick, not, you get them little tiny, man, come on, man. They playing with my emotions.
Makes you say bruh.
Bruh.
But this was bruh.
Yeah. Different type of bruh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was good, man. You guys should go check it out, man. Wings and Rings is the place to be, because when I tell you that was on point, it was right on time. Yeah.
2 Lincoln locations, 66th and O, as well as 40th and Old Cheney. Let's go to the Honda of Lincoln hotline, bring in our contestant for the day, Mike. Mike, if you win the shootout with Strick, would you spend some of that $30 on the new Southern Fried Wings? Did we sell you?
Bro.
I do like some of their. I've never had that one, but I do like some of the other ones that they've got.
The reason you've never had is because they're new. So, would you be willing to try them?
Absolutely.
Bro.
Perfect. Mike, hold on the line. We'll give Strick his 4 questions, then we'll get to you. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Strick's round of the shootout starts here in 3, 2, and 1.
Bro.
This franchise has thrown more perfect games, the Dodgers or the White Sox?
White Sox.
Yep. He threw a perfect game on Father's Day, Jim Bunning or Kenny Rogers?
Rogers.
It's Bunning. He threw the first perfect game of the World Series era, Addie Joss or Cy Young?
Oh, Addie Joss.
It's Cy Young. And he threw a perfect game in the 1956 World Series. Perfect game, 1956 World Series.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rogers.
Don Larson.
I didn't know.
Don Larson. All right, that's a 1-point round. Mike, I think you can taste
shaky
the Southern Fried Wings already. You need 1 to tie, 2 to win. You ready for your round?
Let's do it.
Okay, it starts here in 3, 2, and 1. This franchise has had the most perfect games thrown against it. The Rockies or the Rays?
The Rays.
Yep, he threw a perfect game on Mother's Day. Philip Humber or Dallas Braden?
Dallas Braden.
Yep, he's the tallest pitcher to throw a perfect game. Randy Johnson or Mike Witt?
Ooh. I got to go Randy Johnson.
It's Randy Johnson, and this player threw the most recent perfect game.
Oh, boy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Doesn't matter.
Randy Johnson.
Finish him. Flawless victory. Give me a hell
I pressed the wrong button.
It hurt my heart. Right? Rico?
The answer is Domingo Germán of the New York Yankees. Mike, you win the $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. Congratulations on the win. Hold on the line. And hey, call back, text in, and let us know how those Southern Fried Wings are.
Hey, thanks, guys. That was fun.
Appreciate it, Mike. Congratulations on the win. The reason that perfect games were the topic was because today in 2010, it was Mother's Day when Dallas Braden threw his no-hitter.
Mm-hmm.
So saw that pop up and no-hitters were the topic. How's this just for fun, Strick? How many perfect games have been thrown in Major League Baseball history? Just for kicks and gigs.
And when did baseball start? 20?
It's been since like the 1880s. World Series era since like 1900-ish.
Perfect games.
So like 140-ish years.
23.
You went with that because of Jordan's number, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's 24. Look at Stricky. Nice.
Give me my music. Give me my theme music. No, I'm just playing. That's a pretty good guess, huh?
That was a really good guess.
Yeah, somebody would have been in trouble for that one. They would have guessed. They would have went over. I'm sure the group would have went over.
I don't know. It's really hard to do.
That's a tough one.
Hard to do.
Shaky.
A little shaky. Hey, we will not play the shootout on Tuesday. We'll have state baseball. Got to wait a week for your next chance at $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. They'll give Stricky enough time to regroup, come back off the bye week, and get back in the win column.
I'm injured.
Oh, boy. Hey, good thing Uncle Kev's coming. He'll help
he's going to get
you feeling right. We'll take a break. When we get back, lots to get to in the realm of college basketball. A blanket waiver for unlimited official visits. What would that mean for the state of college basketball? We'll get into that and plenty more as we continue on the block, brought to you by NEPCO.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why, as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Coppell and Louisville or check us out online at coppellcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install 'em and forget 'em outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hey Husker fans, whether you're looking for some baseball gear, graduation gifts, or some new Husker apparel, Alumni Hall delivers your ultimate Husker shopping destination. Shop top brands like Adidas, Peter Millar, Columbia Golf, and more. Join the Alumni Hall Pass rewards, and for every $150 you spend, you'll earn $10 in reward bucks. Nebraska students and faculty and all military receive 10% off with every in-store purchase with ID. Come see us at Alumni Hall, P Street, South Point Pavilions, or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, it's where Huskers shop.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rush into your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Education is a cornerstone to building a strong, vibrant community. I voted for the historic increase in funding for education in the legislature. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Lincoln is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local business owners and understand the valuable role of education in our community. This is Carolyn Bozin, and I am asking for your vote on May 14th, paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
Celebrate the moms or special women in your life with the perfect gift from Riddle's Jewelry. Save up to 30% on our sparkling selection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Riddle's makes gift giving easy. Find the perfect pair of matching items totaling $500 or more, and you'll receive a free jewelry case as our gift to you. Riddle's Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Located inside Gateway Mall.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Erick Strickland.
Strickland for three! You're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Hour 2 of the show brought to you by Nebco Inc. Constructors, hiring for all positions with immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Laborers start at $23 and up based on experience. Visit nebcoinc.com, constructorslincoln.com, or readymixconcrete.com to learn more. Austin Norman, Erick Strickland with you. We want you to be part of the show. 402-464-5685. That's the number 2, the Starter Heyman text line. Or you can use our friends at Starter Heyman's kind, generous support of the ticket by logging onto the streams, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Dropping a comment there. We will get to it if you post it. Let's talk some college basketball here, Stricky. This was just reported by Nicole Auerbach. You see her on Big Ten Network some, and she writes for The Athletic. Just at 10 o'clock this morning, the NCAA has approved a blanket waiver to allow schools an unlimited number of official visits in men's and women's basketball effective immediately. This was recommended by the oversight committees in men's and women's basketball due to the current transfer environment. And she had a follow-up tweet saying, the blanket waiver could turn into legislation if the 2 pending proposals are adopted by the Division I Council next month. Whoa. Unlimited official visits. Who does that help? Who does that hurt? Why is it necessary?
Well, it definitely helps the larger programs. What do you call it in basketball? Power 6? What is it?
Yeah, Power 6. Yeah.
So in we're talking basketball, right?
Yeah, men's and women's basketball. That's it.
So you're talking about Power 6 schools are definitely going to benefit because their budgets and their money's going to be a little bit larger, so they can bring more people onto campus. It is going to raise probably budgets. It's going to raise that amount because one, you're dealing with NIL now. You're dealing with communications. You bring them in. It's not only the flights. It's also the room, the board, the parents maybe. So it's not cheap. The officials are not cheap. You're talking about multiple people. Then you're talking about dinners. You're talking about entertainment. You're talking about per diem. And then you're talking about also making sure, because what they used to do is the coaching staff would give us, some money to entertain, to make sure we take them out.
Stricky the entertainer.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was one of the go-to guys. You would come to Stricky if you wanted to get them on campus.
Who'd you close?
I had T-Lou early, then we gave him over to the younger group with Mikey and I think they gave him over to Mikey and someone else. Larry Florence, Bernard Gardner. I had Mikey.
They send you the big ones.
Yeah, they would send the big ones. I didn't have Vincent, but I did have Mike.
And it worked out anyways. They got lucky with that one.
Yeah, Vincent was a good grab. I don't know who had Vincent. But you can say I even got Ty Webster.
Ooh.
Even though I wasn't it just happened to be in town, happened to be sitting there and had a conversation with his dad. Like he literally was not coming. Like his dad told me, he's like, Erick Strick, because we both played around the same time in college.
Sure.
So we kind of knew each other, not closely, but relatively in competition. So, had it not been for his dad asking me the question and me understanding Nebraska, the culture, the people, the whys, what it did for me and why I decided to stay where, had I not shared that conversation and confidence with him, by the time I was done talking with him, he was like, okay, I'm going to send him. I mean, I keep telling him, listen, it's not easy to recruit to Nebraska.
Right.
Because
even though it's the number 3 state, as we discussed yesterday.
Right. Well, what it is perceptions in this day and age, perceptions become reality because there's just so much information out there.
Mm-hmm.
right? So what people say, what people perceive, or little videos they put out based on research or numbers and analytics and all that stuff, you still don't know until you actually put your feet on ground here at Nebraska. This is why when people come to the World Series and stuff like that, they're like, they're wild. They're like, oh man, I didn't know.
Omaha's popping.
They didn't. I mean, they didn't know it was. I mean, it is what it is. It's a pretty good little place to be. Because we're number 3.
Number 3, baby. Light it up. When you look at this, Strick, from a Nebraska standpoint, I know Nebraska is not a traditional basketball power, but I think that point you just made makes me think that Nebraska could stand to benefit from unlimited official visits.
Yes.
Because once you get boots on the ground, once you show them around campus, the town, show them the facilities, even, that to me, the more guys Nebraska can show, even if they don't get that guy, maybe there's a younger brother, maybe there's a cousin that maybe just wasn't right for this player, but they hear that someone they know is visiting Nebraska. Oh yeah, man, had a great experience there. Definitely go check it out. I think it can only help Nebraska to have the opportunity to bring more kids in on visits.
I have to agree with you. You don't want it to be word of mouth, because there's going to be a lot of people that negative talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There a lot of I would say a lot of Rust Belt, a lot of Midwestern towns probably get that.
Right.
Oh, you're not going to like it there. Like, the people here are they've been good to me. I mean, it isn't just because of who I am. I mean, I've just had pretty good experience. The people have been great. The people are friendly. Like, you got to understand, I've lived in New York, and I've lived in, like, literally you can walk by people in New York and no one will nod a head, look at you, acknowledge you. They won't even like, it doesn't even like you're there. I'll give you a quick story about LA. So I moved to LA for a little bit. Cedric Sabalas, who's been on the show, and big time Laker, Phoenix Sun, Dallas Maverick. We played together in Dallas, and so I moved down there to stay for a little bit. So Magic Johnson was having a little event. This is the contrast, the superficial, the non-acknowledgement, the superficial. Like, I've lived in DC, I lived in Atlanta. There's different things about certain places and in big cities and stuff like that. But in LA, this is how superficial it is. Magic Johnson's throwing a party. Me and Seth are going to meet at it. I get there a little bit early because I didn't realize, kind of the time. So I'm in there early. So, people saw me come in. I'm having a drink. I'm just waiting. Nobody says words. It's very, stand up. People looking, they're checking you. They're trying to figure out who the heck are you. But nobody's like, hey, how are you? Who are you? Such and such. Magic comes in. Magic Johnson comes in and he comes over. Strick, what's up? Because we played hoop like at the gym. Playing hoop with Magic is, listen, you don't want to play pickup ball with Magic because he's never going to lose. Magic is going, if it's close, he's getting all the fouls. He's getting all the calls. It's crazy. So, but Magic comes, Strick, what's up, man? He comes over, we short talk or whatever. Now everybody's like, hey, how are you? Who are you? What's up? That's how superficial the stuff is. But the people here in Nebraska are just authentic. You know what I mean? Hey, acknowledge, open doors, say hello, nod. It's been that type of experience. And when people see that, I think they get a better understanding that it's not cold or standoffish, or
the weather's not that bad.
And there's pockets of bad everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anywhere you go, you can find something bad.
Right.
But I think when you look at the overall, it's that perceptions of the possibility, and then news media sometimes exacerbates situations and makes these tensions and stuff between groups and people and in politics and blue and red, and you know what I mean? And sometimes you get that. And that's anywhere you go. But here, once you get on ground, you find that the people are just people.
And part of official visits is putting on the best show, right? Putting a good foot forward. But if I can read between your lines correctly, what you're saying is, yeah, Nebraska puts on a good show and puts, on a good first impression, but it's actually like that, right? It's not just fake until you leave. When you get here, you'll experience the same thing.
Yeah. 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 Once you get here, you'll experience, and then you'll see that it's not just cornfields. It is actually cities.
Right.
Even though this is the largest city on game day, or second largest city?
Third largest. Yep,
city.
Memorial Stadium takes over the third largest.
Third largest city on game day. It's just under 2 million people total.
Yeah.
The good majority of it in Omaha. I mean, Omaha's approaching about 1 million in its surrounding areas.
1.968 as of 2022.
Yeah. Omaha with its surrounding areas is right at probably about 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
If you count the suburbs,
the whole metro,
metro,
mm-hmm.
About 1 million.
Yeah, right about.
Mm-hmm. 300. What now is all about 400 here now. I know when I was in school it was about 325.
Lincoln, as of 2022, is at 292.
Okay,
just Lincoln,
but that's not counting the students.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
With students, you're at about 3 something because you're between 26,000 and 30,
24 to 26 probably on any given year. Because I know Ronnie Green wanted to get to 30, but hasn't.
And that's not counting the what are they called, the students that are.
Oh, the international students?
No, they're not on campus. What do they call them?
Like remote?
Yeah, or something. Yeah, there's another group of them. But anyway.
Yeah. We're talking about this proposal from the men's and women's basketball oversight committees to allow schools an unlimited number of official visits just for men's and women's basketball. Another reason that I don't like this for those mid-major schools, Strick, is because those schools rely on scouting ahead, on mining a little bit deeper, on not giving up on some of these potentially hidden gems. And the more opportunity that these young student athletes have to visit bigger campuses,
mm-hmm.
the harder it is, most likely, for these mid-major coaches to grab and develop that talent. Now, if they get an offer from someone, good for them. I don't begrudge them that. But if I'm a mid-major coach, I see this and I would get frustrated by it, because what's the point of me doing double or triple the work to dig deep on a prospect, to go to a camp that no one's attending, to not watch the headliners at this event, but to watch, the 6th and 7th guys say, hey, what can you develop into? I'm worried that not only would it be a budget thing for the bigger schools of an advantage, it's just they can just bring more kids in, and some of the scouting work that maybe some of the mid-majors have a little bit of a leg up on, even that would diminish to some degree.
Absolutely, it's going to diminish. And basically what it's creating is a collegiate G League. Mid-major schools are going to become collegiate G Leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. Yeah. Because they can't compete on the level of NIL. You get a kid on campus, you work your butt off with him and develop him, and then all of a sudden, by the time he's a junior, he shoots out on you because more opportunity exists out there.
Yeah.
So if you're in the mid-major ranks, you're going to have to just get to a point in your mind where you just have to be agreeable and okay with it. You got to either work your tail off. You probably got to be the best coaches, that you're going to be a better part of yourself. You hope that you have a windfall of wins to put yourself in a position to level up.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just be content with who you are. The issue becomes do you think that what do they call them? Not GMs, Trev Albers.
Oh, athletic directors,
okay.
ADs.
Gosh, dang it, man.
Sorry, I didn't know where you were going.
The ADs, how much leeway, how much runway are they going to give these mid-majors?
Mm.
Right? Because we're in a right now generation. Win now or right? If you do, then you can solidify. But if you have a slide, and this is what's going to happen in mid-majors, I'm going to have a run because I was able to find something, a couple of gems, and I turned them into something, and we were able to dominate my sector because of what we were able to find. But it's like Easter egg hunting. You might find a good candy, and sometimes you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You find the ones like, ugh.
When it's a year at a time, maybe 2, instead of being able to maybe sustain this run for 5 to 10 years.
So that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So these mid-major programs are going to, in some instances, get not complacent, but they're going to get, a jolt of adrenaline, and they're going to feel good. And they're going to be like, oh yeah, we're here. We made it. Oh, the money's, and then all of a sudden it's going to go, ew. And it's not going to be all the time at the fault of the coach.
No,
you can't fault the coach if 2 all-conference players bolt for greener pastures in their eyes, and
literally green.
Yeah. And now you're like, what am I going to do? Like we had a conversation with Crutch.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear it. I mean, it's part of the game, but you use Frankie, and like you could have did something in the conference. You have those 2 coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one's at Michigan State now, and one's at UCLA. I mean, great job.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all did a wonderful job. Shout out to your staff.
Mm-hmm.
You hope that the AD is able to see and understand that and see that cycle and just know that, hey, we're going to do the best we can. You can see what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Look where our kids are going. You see what we're doing. Don't look at the wins and losses for us. That's the part that's scary.
And it's tough because that's what they're looking at. It's that in the bottom line. But the best ADs, I think, are going to have to be patient with these coaches because we might, if this legislation passes and we have unlimited official visits, we might have to change how we measure success for mid-majors, which sucks because we've seen VCU, we've seen Butler, Florida Atlantic, Gonzaga make these long runs and sustain success. But if these other programs can poach talent even more easily than before, measuring their success by deep tournament runs or winning the conference might not be as sustainable anymore. So the ADs are going to have to kind of change their mindset on it too.
The question is going to be, is Gonzaga a viable long-term option now?
Right.
It's already not a place that you just want to go and be in Washington.
Yeah.
Right?
How much of it is Mark Few?
So Mark is going to probably have to make decisions soon because look, they already don't have a big, probably alumni base like that.
It's a small university.
Yeah. So where are you getting your NIL money from? If I'm Gonzaga, I'm first thing shooting to that MTE.
Oh yeah.
We the last group. We the last ones.
Get us in there yesterday.
Get in my MTE. That's just like Fat Bastard.
Right.
Get in my belly. Yeah, get in here. Let me get some of that cashola. I need that.
Desperately.
I'm the first one in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. Let's keep talking some college basketball. Let's keep talking some, as Strick would say, paperwork. How much do players cost? The Athletic had to sit down with some sources. Some of these numbers are crazy. We'll get your guesses. How much do you think the average starter at a power conference is earning in NIL? According to some of these sources from The Athletic, let us know on the text line 402-464-5685. We'll tell you the behind the scenes, how much money is actually being moved to get players to these programs when we get back to On the Block.
It's the Elway Power Sports Customer Expo, May 10th and 11th. There will be giveaways and free food, half-price tires, and factory rebates as large as $2,500. Used inventory price to sell, parts and accessory specials too. Register for the John Elway football giveaway and get a chance in the money machine with a new vehicle purchase. Factory and aftermarket reps will be on site for the event. The Customer Expo at Elway Power Sports, May 10th and 11th, just south of I-80 on 27th Street.
Keep summer green with Judson Bylene and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Celebrate the moms or special women in your life with the perfect gift from Riddles Jewelry. Save up to 30% on our sparkling selection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Riddles makes gift giving easy. Find the perfect pair of matching items totaling $500 or more, and you'll receive a free jewelry case as our gift to you. Riddles Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Located inside Gateway Mall.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. I'm excited to announce that for the second straight year, 93.7 The Ticket will be bringing you Class A and B state baseball coverage from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. We kick things off on Friday morning from Warner at 9 a.m. with the number one seed in Class A, the Lincoln East Spartans, facing off against Millard North. Following the Spartans and Mustangs, it'll be the 4-seeded Millard South Patriots versus the 5-seed Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. On Saturday, we turn our attention to Class B as Lincoln Northwest appears in the state baseball tournament for the first time ever against number one seed Norris at 9 a.m. and Beatrice goes up against Waverly around 11:30 a.m. Join me from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field for these 4 games and much more as they all can be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Celebrate the moms or special women in your life with the perfect gift from Riddles Jewelry. Save up to 30% on our sparkling selection of diamond, gemstone, and gold jewelry. Riddles makes gift giving easy. Find the perfect pair of matching items totaling $500 or more, and you'll receive a free jewelry case as our gift to you. Riddles Jewelry, for life's special moments since 1959.
Located inside Gateway Mall.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, we plan to talk some more college basketball, the price of potentially a starter, an all-conference caliber player, and a college basketball superstar. But breaking news out of the NBA, Frank Vogel, 1 year in Phoenix, and that's it. Not overly surprising, Strick, but man, feel bad for Frank Vogel. He's been kind of ping-ponged around between the Lakers job, now the Suns job, out after just 1 year.
So, when you think about Frank Vogel now, one and done. Monty, right. 2 and done after going to the conference finals.
The finals.
Oh, that's right. They were in the finals. Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. So, do we have something to give away?
I think
we're all gone.
We're
out
for now.
That's all right. So, here's the question, though, Austin. Devin Booker has been there now 9 seasons.
9 years.
With that in mind, 402-464-5685, he's had a lot of coaches. How many coaches do you guys think Devin Booker has had over the last going on 10 years now? Now that Frank Vogel's gone, he's had a certain amount of coaches. What's your thought? 402-464-5685. I think, when you think about how many coaches that he's had, it's a lot. It's not a small number. I can tell you it ain't 2. We know that. Frank Vogel and Monty themselves, so he's played longer than that. So when you just look at the Phoenix Suns organization, one, you had a scandal within the ownership group.
Mm-hmm.
You have a new owner that comes in, blows the whole thing up, puts his franchise in a huge deficit. They're sick to their stomach that they've got Bradley Beal's money on their ticket for the next 3 years now. Going 3 years. It's like 160 something million, 151 million still owed. They're sick. They have nowhere to go. And
nowhere.
The only one that's tradable is who?
Booker.
So how many of you guys think he's had?
Brad is saying trade him to Orlando.
Is Brad biased?
Is he Brad a BB? Is our Magic fan.
Are you a BBL?
Dang.
Are you biased?
Virginia.
Are you biased? Are you big time biased? Long time BBL.
Dang. That's funny. Virginia Pirate says, I would want out if I was Booker. I've read multiple times the Knicks want him. That makes plenty of sense to me.
That is a rumor. It's shaky, but it's a rumor. They're talking about it.
Do you want another guard with Brunson?
I don't like it because he's a ball handling ISO. I don't like it. I like the combo they got. Keep DiVincenzo, keep Hart. Everybody understands, knows their roles, and they play their role perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You add Booker into the mix. It doesn't make sense to me. You've got. I think if you get rid of, if you find a solution for the Julius Randle situation, I think your money gets right.
Yeah.
And you can go do some things. You've already got a nice squad. You can make some additions. I still think they need to figure out the Julius Randle thing. You have to know now that at this point that you can do it without him.
Right.
So you like him. He's all-star caliber, but he's had that up and down. What has happened with your boy since he's left from Canada?
RJ?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's your boy because
RJ is
he's
my
a dookie.
boy. It's true. I will look up RJ's numbers. Just for reference, though, to answer your question, it's 6 coaches in 9 years for Devin Booker. Next year's his 10th season. He'll have his 10th or 7th coach in 10 seasons. The thing that I don't like about trading Devin Booker, Strick, is that Phoenix should be his franchise. They drafted him that highly. He's developed there. He should be the star of the show.
Yeah.
That should be his team, his franchise. But it was when they went to the finals, right? Booker was the star. CP3 and Ayton were along for the ride. And then Kevin Durant decides he wants to be in Phoenix. And then ownership says, oh, let's go get Brad Beal to pair with it. I don't know how much of that was Devin Booker, but if I'm the Suns, I messed up not definitively handing the franchise's fortunes off to Devin Booker. That, to me, is the biggest mistake the Suns would have made.
Facts. I'm just looking. I don't know who it was, but Nebraska just went off the wall for it. Oh, got thrown out at second.
No.
Oh, hit it off the wall. I don't know who it was. Went off the wall and got gunned down at second, trying to get the double.
To answer your question, RJ Barrett had 26 games with New York and 32 with Toronto this year. He upped his 2-point field goal percentage by 14%, upped his 3-point shooting by 6% from 33 to 39, he shot worse on free throws on more attempts, upped his rebounding, upped his assists, upped his steals and blocks.
Getting that good home cooking.
Ain't that the truth?
Getting that good home cooking. He loves being back in Canada. That's his Biznae.
Biznae is right. I saw this from Shane Young, who writes for Forbes Sports on the NBA. He has 2 bullet points.
Another home run.
For the Skurs?
Another one. It almost was 3. I mean, back to back because whoever it was before her. Yeah. 3-1 Huskers.
All right.
Yeah. Like it.
All right.
Shout out to the ladies.
How about them? We'll keep you updated on that.
Don't have to face Northwestern. Yeah. We'll keep you updated.
More like Wildcats, not Wildcats. Am I right? Okay. Shane Young had 2 bullet points on the Frank Vogel firing. Number 1, I personally would have given Frank Vogel a second year. They played at a 54-win pace after Christmas. That's pretty good. 54 wins would have been, instead of the 6 seed range, would have gotten them up in the 3-4 kind of mix. His second bullet point, though, is this. It's totally understandable why they didn't give Vogel a second year, given the urgency of this core in the title window. Phoenix really backed itself into a corner with the contracts and by hiring a coach whose style didn't fit the roster at all.
Yeah. It's a bunch of ice. It doesn't work, man. Not in the long haul of things.
No.
What you're trying to accomplish, it just doesn't work. Like, just iso ball. Like, okay, pick and roll ball. But to me, it's get the ball to a spot, one-on-one, try to create something. And they've got 3 great iso guys. But boy, just think about if Booker was, let me think. Think if he was with Wemby.
Hello.
Right? How bad, maybe it was a mental or an attitude thing, but just think of if DeJounte Murray stayed in San Antonio.
He'd be the guy.
He would be there, right?
Yeah. I've heard the Spurs are still interested in Trae Young this offseason.
I mean, I can understand why. I mean, because Wemby would eliminate his defensive deficiencies. So I can understand a pair like that. You want to look at pairs and you want it to make sense. Like you wanted to either cover something like, for example, it doesn't make sense for Klay Thompson to be in Golden State. The style of play does not fit.
Not anymore.
He's not anymore. It doesn't fit for him. Draymond still fits. Their style of play still fits for Draymond. The style of play obviously still fits. A lot of movement, a lot of cutting. There's nothing, it's a read and react. He just doesn't operate. His body's just not able to operate now. But him with Orlando, him with...
You said Dallas before. Still buying?
San Antonio. I mean, I said with Sacramento. Him with OKC. Wouldn't do it though, because that would be dumb.
Right.
But somebody's going to be able to get Klay Thompson on the cheap.
Would you rather have?
Now you're going to get him at a max.
If you're the Knicks, would you rather have Julius Randle or Klay?
That's the problem. If you take Klay, you're going to lose out on a tremendous defensive guy in Josh Hart, and it's going to take away from what DiVincenzo does. Those guys know each other, literally. I don't know if you add Klay to that group. Now, I can tell you who could, and I've talked about it before. Who's that?
You said Dallas.
Big
Deezy.
Dallas. Like, switch him out for Hardaway. I don't care if he comes off the bench. Right. I like him coming off the bench. I want him only paying 20-something minutes, 22, under 25 a game. Save his legs, but when he comes in, he's good and fresh, and he's knocking down everything. And matter of fact, if I'm Luka and I'm Kyrie, I'm running stuff to try to get him a look with fresh legs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then send him right back on over there. Go have a seat. You know what I'm saying?
See you in the third quarter.
Facts.
Yeah, I like it.
That's just my thought.
Quick couple of names being rumored in Phoenix. The one that I'm seeing the most already. Coaches.
Okay.
Mike Budenholzer.
Probably the best thing for him.
Better in the Lakers job?
I think he's. If I'm Budenholzer, I don't even sniff or want to even land in LAX. I don't even want to get on the plane going.
Tell my agent not to
LA.
set up an interview.
I don't even want to drive towards the border if I'm in Phoenix. I don't even want to do that. But if I'm Budenholzer, I think because the attitudes, the mentality, the expectations are there, but not to the level. Because they'll give him a little bit. I think they'll give him a little grace to kind of figure it. Not long. I mean, maybe 2.
Right. Monty did get 3, and that's the longest in Budenholzer's career.
Then you get shaky.
Yeah. And if you get too shaky,
you go. So anyway, but if I'm him, I don't even look to LA. I don't even want to. You know what? I don't want none of the Kendrick Drake beef. Kendrick's in LA. I don't want. I don't even want to be
not catching no strays.
No strays. I don't want no strays. And LeBron will throw strays at you. Because if they fall short again with the same squad you got, guess who they gonna blame?
You.
Not
him.
You. And I don't want it.
Nor do I.
If I'm Tyronn Lue, man.
Hey, lower taxes though.
Where he's going in Phoenix. That's where I would be.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to LA. Take all my cake over.
I want my cake and I want to eat it too.
That part.
Yeah. Let's take a break. No crossover today. Jay's on the road. DP and Rico just about to hit the road for Supernovas. One more segment of On the Block, but you got us to start the 4 o'clock hour too, because why? Thirsty Thursday. Don't go anywhere. We're not. Be back in a sec. Hey, Husker fans. Whether you're looking for some baseball gear, graduation gifts, or some new Husker apparel, Alumni Hall delivers your ultimate Husker shopping destination. Shop top brands like Adidas, Peter Millar, Columbia Golf, and more. Join the Alumni Hall Pass rewards, and for every $150 you spend, you'll earn $10 in reward bucks. Nebraska students and faculty and all military receive 10% off with every in-store purchase with ID. Come see us at Alumni Hall, P Street, South Point Pavilions, or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, it's where Huskers shop.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. I'm excited to announce that for the second straight year, 93.7 The Ticket will be bringing you Class A and B state baseball coverage from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. We kick things off on Friday morning from Warner at 9 a.m. with the number one seed in Class A, the Lincoln East Spartans, facing off against Millard North. Following the Spartans and Mustangs, it'll be the 4-seeded Millard South Patriots versus the 5-seed Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. On Saturday, we turn our attention to Class B as Lincoln Northwest appears in the state baseball tournament for the first time ever against number one seed Norris at 9 a.m. and Beatrice goes up against Waverly around 11:30 a.m. Join me from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field for these 4 games and much more as they all can be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. Every golfer will get value from being custom fit. The truth is, the higher handicappers will get more value from being custom fit than the low handicappers.
It's changed so much since my dad started the business in 1963. We now have hundreds of thousands of dollars in technology, and we know exactly what the spin rate is, what the launch angle is. We encourage you to bring your current clubs in now, and we can compare it. And guys walk out of the store knowing that the purchase they just made is going to give them 21 more yards off the tee box. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska's always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time of year it is. Sports seasons: football season, baseball season, or even off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now, of course. And now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season, y'all. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com. See you there.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, I'm Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised in Lancaster County, learning the value of hard work and grit at a young age. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. I know that families and businesses in our community need lower taxes, lower cost of healthcare, and a great education. That's why, as your senator, I helped pass the largest tax cut and made the most significant investment in education in Nebraska history and worked to reduce the cost of healthcare. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on May 14th. Paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
It's, hey, he looked as advertised. He looked really good in the spring game. And because of that, we're going back to a bowl game this year, is what Husker fans are telling them. So I think the fans have a more realistic perspective, and I think this coaching staff has done a really good job of handling Dylan Raiola and the expectations around him.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're back one final time here during On the Block, awaiting Uncle Kev's arrival here. This lead off old school. Austin Norman, Erick Strickland with you. Big thanks to Nebco for sponsoring the show, nebcoinc.com. If you're looking to start your new career today, 26 companies across the state of Nebraska. Give it a look if you want something new. Stricky, let's turn our attention here to something Hizzlebear sent on the text line. Nebraska football. Big official visit this weekend. David Sanders Jr. from the Charlotte area. Offensive tackle, number 2 overall player. And I believe the class of 2025 will be on an official visit to Lincoln on Saturday and Sunday, the 11th and 12th. First of all, that's a big deal just because it's the number 2 overall prospect. I think Nebraska, having recruited a guy with as much hype as Dylan Raiola, can handle it now. But I also would not be shocked if this is the Dylan Raiola factor at work. We didn't know Nebraska was this involved with this guy. Maybe this is the Dylan Raiola effect paying off.
Well, listen, it's an area that Nebraska's definitely had a focus on and getting better and upgrading. It seems that they want to get back to being very dominant in the trenches as they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the spring game helped them because it showed it gave them an idea of what it would look like or what is needed in order to propel you. It didn't necessarily give you everything you need to see on what the possibilities of what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But what it showed you was it gave you enough to tell a story. If I put you here, if you come here, if you know what I mean, you can have those stories now on what we can do or what you can do or how you fit in. You've got something to show. This is going to be our guy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how you can help us propel ourselves, in this. You're going to play in LA. You're going to play in, you know what I mean? Like we've got the best conference.
Mm-hmm.
We've got all this going for us. We want to get back to the greatness. So you can show them greatness. You can show them how you're going to be a part of propelling us back there, and you're going to become legendary in doing it. You got a story now that you can sell across the board. I mean, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I'll expand after 10 seconds for station ID here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Which, by the way, happy birthday, Dylan Raiola. Husker accounts posted that today. The reason the spring game and Dylan Raiola's performance in it was so important was, like you're saying, the book was open. You don't know what you're going to get, right? You don't know the author. Maybe you've heard of them. The book was recommended to you by a friend. You've heard about one of the characters. Maybe it's a spin-off series or whatever, but you don't actually know what the book is about, what the story is, until you start diving in. Well, if the first chapter of Dylan Raiola at Nebraska is stadium upgrades and the new football facility, and the second chapter was good reports out of spring ball, but you don't know for sure. The third chapter is this kid went 16 of 22 completions to 13 different receivers, looked good doing it. Only one slight misfire for an interception, showed touch everywhere. You know, I'm from Charlotte. He played in Georgia.
If you're a receiver, that's a story you could tell to the receivers. If you're a lineman, that's a story you can tell to the lineman. We need more time.
He's got pocket awareness. He's got pocket presence. You know where he'll be. Seems like a good guy you want to play for. And he can be part of a pretty young core, right? It's a veteran offensive line for Nebraska this coming year with Prohaska Corcoran back, Ben Scott back, Bryce Benhart back. But that next wave streak is really interesting to me with Justin Evans, who dropped the Jenkins over the offseason. It's just Justin Evans now, either at center or guard. You got Gatula and Sledge, the in-state guys. And then the two big gets, Gibson Pyle and Grant Bricks. They're named there, but David Sanders Jr., 6'7", 285, that's left tackle size. That's put another 10, 15 pounds on him. Have an athletic left tackle that can get out, block in space, get to the second level. If Nebraska is able to get David Sanders Jr. to commit, it'll make you feel a lot better about missing out on some of the other high-profile guys like the Brandon Bakers that went to Texas, for example. But I like what Nebraska's doing, where it's starting close to home with the line. And now that people have seen Dylan Raiola, now the attention from a distance turns people on to Nebraska too.
I'm telling you, that we got away from the secret sauce, and we're finally, I think, trying to get it back. I still think Nebraska basketball needs a form of that. I think they've done a good job. I think this transfer portal could have been great for them on the basketball side, but I can see it. And Austin, we had this conversation. If you want to go back and check the tape from when Coach Rule first came, I said, I've heard this before. We've heard Coach speak before. What I want to see is parts beginning to fit into the puzzle, not that you're just putting them there, but that you've heard the plan. You can now see where they fit, and you start to put them into place.
Right.
And that's what we've seen from Coach Rule. One of the big parts of it as well has been the retention. Most schools, just go to Colorado right now and just see what the freaking door that flies open. And we're not talking about we're talking about starters.
Yeah.
Some, right? Nebraska, I think, has been able to retain some of their mainstays, got some of them to want to come back. That's huge. Most people be looking for the exit door, and when my time has come, I don't want to do another year here. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit easier now. You don't have to take as many classes, I think. I think you can take 1 or 2 classes and still be good. I mean, man, I wish I could go back and do it like that. But then you know what I'm saying? We're seeing it. We're seeing it happen, and now the stories can be told. And now they can continue to look in the places in the areas because they got back to the foundation.
Right.
The secret sauce has always been start here, build your base, branch out and find your Tommy Fraziers, branch out and find your Lawrence Phillips, branch out and find your Mike Bookers, those top tier cornerbacks that we had come through here, Tyrone Williams, go, branch out and go get them. But start here, because then there's your Clinton Childs and your Damon Bennings and your Cluster Johnsons.
Your
and,
Amons.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're right here. And go get them like we were able to do. You got Caleb Benning.
Mm-hmm.
You got a legacy. You got some of those that are wanting to stay and wanting to be here, and they're going to be able to make an impact. And that's where the secret sauce has been lost.
It absolutely has. I like your analogy, too, of the puzzle, right? A lot of coaches at Nebraska have shown people the puzzle box, right?
Right. You saw the picture.
This is what's supposed to look like. This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But then they dump the pieces out, and some of them didn't even get the border. Some of them, maybe got the border, but were kind of slow putting the rest of the pieces in the middle. So you can maybe see the outline. Some coaches were just kind of wandering, didn't even know where to start. Not enough progress on this puzzle. Like, hey, it's 100-piece puzzle. Not like it's 1,000. Shouldn't take you that long to get up and rolling. We saw the border put in place for Nebraska football last year, right? You see the outline, you see the framework. This year, to me, is start filling in some of those gaps. We're not asking for the whole picture. We're not asking for the whole, 1,000-piece puzzle to be 100% put together. But show us pockets. Show us you've got a corner complete. Maybe you got the top left corner, a little patch here in the bottom right, and a little bit in the middle. We need more than just the outline and just the framework. We need to start seeing this puzzle developed and the pieces put into place. Recruiting is a part of that. But to your point, the retention too. This is year 2 in a system. It's go time. Show us what you got and make some noise in year 1 of a new conference. Say, we're in Nebraska, we're still here. We don't care that you brought in 4 other brands. Right. We're taking our step forward.
Quick question. Even to the Sauter Heyman text line. Are you glad that the season happened the way that it happened? Or would you have wanted to have just one of these seasons that would have been an anomaly, where they went 9-3, which they could have?
Yeah.
Would you rather see it like it is or like it could have been last year, and why?
That's a great question. I think that going 9-3 in year 1, like anomalous is the perfect word for it. It hasn't happened really anywhere in year 1. Year 2, maybe year 3, pretty traditionally. But man, I still think I would rather see Nebraska be good this coming year, because we expected struggles last year. If you could tell me you would take one win off of Nebraska in 2024 and give it to Nebraska in 2023, I'm not sure I make that trade. A bowl last year would have been nice. It would have been, an even bigger step in the right direction. But we expected issues. We expected struggles. Maybe they went above and beyond, what we thought they were going to struggle with. But at the same time, year 1's supposed to be tough. But if you could tell me Nebraska goes 4-8 last year, but you add a win to Nebraska in 2024, I absolutely make that trade. Year 2 can be go time.
I have to agree. And the way I see it, yes, it would have been great to see them go to a bowl game, but sometimes we at Nebraska can get very, what's the word? We can get ahead of our skis.
Yeah.
Then the expectations are like, oh, we've got to go 12-0 this year, going to the no. The steps, let's see the corner. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, it's starting to look like a little room over here. Okay. Yes. Because what happens is, if we would have got over ahead of our skis, there would have been crazy expectations put on Dylan Raiola and all these. There is expectation, but I think it's an even keeled expectation, as opposed to, you're blowing your mind out, hoping that you're going to go from 9 wins to 12 or 11.
Right.
No, because if they blow your mind this year, you can see and understand why.
We're just asking for a starter home to add an extra bedroom, not a starter home.
If they
to
win
the
7 games, it's beautiful.
Right.
To me.
Sure.
But some people
But if they start 7-0, Stricky, and they get to 8-0 and they get Ohio State.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Shout out Drumstick. I see you. Yeah, man. Yeah, but that was a different time.
It was.
They weren't in the dumps. They were in high.
They sure were. All right. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. Big grill guy, Uncle Kev. Waiting in the wings.
Next week.
Thirsty Thursday.
Baseball state fight.
Comes up next. Baseball tomorrow. No On the Block with We got Old School leading off with Thirsty Thursday next.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. I'm excited to announce that for the second straight year, 93.7 The Ticket will be bringing you Class A and B state baseball coverage from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field in Omaha. We kick things off on Friday morning from Warner at 9 a.m. with the number one seed in Class A, the Lincoln East Spartans, facing off against Millard North. Following the Spartans and Mustangs, it'll be the 4-seeded Millard South Patriots versus the 5-seed Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. On Saturday, we turn our attention to Class B as Lincoln Northwest appears in the state baseball tournament for the first time ever against number one seed Norris at 9 a.m. and Beatrice goes up against Waverly around 11:30 a.m. Join me from Warner Park and Tal Anderson Field for these 4 games and much more as they all can be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
School tells you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's a way we really tell what time